Minnesota is now a target in President Trump's trade war. Ontario today slapped a 25% surcharge on all electricity exports to our state and two others. Energy experts do not think that will impact prices much here. The president imposed a similar tariff on most imports from Canada and Mexico last week before delaying them for 1 month.
That list included grocery items that many of us buy every week. Susan Elizabeth Littlefield shows us what would cost Minnesotans more in today's WCCO price check.
Tim and Tom's is a small Como business with a lot going on.
Everything you've been through, what has it been like?
A roller coaster.
There's been supply chain issues, a bird flu, and now expected tariffs.
I wouldn't say I'm worried right now about it. It's just more one of those things that you have to be on guard for.
The head of the Minnesota Grocers Association is on guard too.
Do you think Minnesota could feel the tariffs more than other places?
Well, Minnesota will feel the tariff increases more than other states because our economy is more interdependent with Canada than most other states.
For instance, this store imports bacon and mushrooms from Canada, items they'd have to pay more for. And that's not all.
Something you would expect to go up in price would be anything involving peppers.
And avocados and cucumbers would go up because, like much of the produce, they come from Mexico.
What would you have to do then?
Try your best not to pass it on to the customer.
It's so important to emphasize this. Your independent grocers aren't just dealing with the threats of tariffs. They're also dealing with mandates from the state of Minnesota that have driven up our costs. And so those two things combined together make us more vulnerable than other states. So what we as independent grocers want is we want elected officials on both sides of the aisle to listen to us and stop doing the things that are or could be raising prices for our consumers.
Then maybe these aisles would be friendlier too. In St. Paul with photojournalist Will Griner, Susan Elizabeth Littlefield, WCCO News.
The Grocers Association says smaller stores only operate on about a 2% profit margin, so policy changes from either party can push up the cost of doing business. The ultimate fear is this could cause more food insecurity.